What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host Josh, and we are here today for the match watch-along of the upcoming game between Canada and Jamaica. Another good opportunity for the Canadian men's national team to take a step towards World Cup qualification. I hope you guys are all doing well today. Hope you guys are all excited. I will bring up the starting lineup right away, just for you guys to see it. There's been some theory of how this will line up. I'll give you guys my opinion on the lineup in a sec, but hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Hopefully you guys are all excited, and if you are, be sure to say hello in the chat, drop a like, all that fun stuff. But let's get right into it. Our very first comment. Canada needs to win tonight or else they are one of the most inconsistent teams in qualifying. Interesting. I don't know about inconsistent, but yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about inconsistent. I feel like we're not one of the most inconsistent teams if we don't win. I feel like if we take a win, it would take a big step towards that qualification. But I think it'd be more of a statement to get a victory tonight. Not necessarily inconsistent, but a win would help a lot. Yeah, and I agree with that. I wouldn't say we're inconsistent, but this is a huge opportunity to take another 3 points. We would then be 2 wins, 3 draws, and would be in really good position going forward. Josh, where are you at? Bean is excited. Bean Talks is excited. So pumped for the game. Attaboy. Let me know what you guys think, though, on the starting 11, and if you guys basically think it's going to be lined up like I do. So on screen for you guys right now, it is the starting 11. I believe it's going to be played in the 4-2-3-1. I think it's going to be played in the 4-2-3-1 for a couple different reasons. One, the personnel in this starting 11 makes a lot more sense honestly for me. I feel like it just does. There's been a couple people reached out to me on Twitter and said, Josh, like I'm pretty sure Miller can play as the wing back position. I'm not so confident. I see him. I'm actually gonna put a better one out there for you guys. But I don't see Miller being the wing back. I don't think that's where his strengths are. I think that we're a better team than this Jamaican team is, and I think that we can go at them head to head. More than likely, they're gonna line up in a 4-2-3-1 as well. So I'm thinking that we're going to do a little bit of the same thing. So my prediction is, and we'll tell once the game gets started, but how I see it lining up is in net, Crépeau, no surprise. Right back, Alistair Johnson. The 2 center backs being Donna Henry, who, as we know, is coming in for Stephen Vittoria. And then my boy, Derek Cornelius, who's back in. He's coming in for Kamal Miller. He'll play on that outside, he'll play at that left center back position in the back 4. Left back being Atakubi. The 2 CDMs will be Samuel Piet and Mark Anthony Kay. Eustachio finally getting a bit of a rest. Interesting. I didn't think that he was going to. The right attacking mid will be Liam Miller. The left attacking mid will be Alphonso Davies. Our cam will be Jonathan Osorio. And our striker will be Jonathan David. That is how I personally think it'll blind out. The only other theory is that it could be a back 3, which would then be right wing back would then, I guess, be Liam Miller, which I don't see it. Outside right center back would be Alistair Johnson. Center back would be Henry. Outside left would be Cornelius with Atakubi. Our 2 center mids would be Piet and Kay, and then we'd have 2 strikers then. And it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I don't think Alphonso Davies is going to play as a striker position. So I believe it's going to be the 4-2-3-1, and I'm pretty confident on that. Going to be rocking my Fonzie air freshener during the game. I got one as well. It's got Bayern on it. But hey, that's all right. The guys from Culture are beauties. Bobby says he is pumped right up. Here we come, baby. I'm getting excited, man. Well done on getting 3 points. Philadelphia's second string right back for center back for us, and a CDM pairing with a combined age of 71. Please win so this clown of a coach can go. Got a Jamaican supporter coming in with some honest words there. And yeah, the big thing with the Jamaican side, and we talked with JD about it, is just the imbalance that this team has in the structure. And I just feel like if Canada goes at the game like Herdman has proven he can do, I think it's gonna be a decent chance that we just take over. It's not always gonna be easy being in Jamaica. Going on the road is not easy, but the form that this Jamaican team is in and the inconsistencies throughout their lineup. And on top of that, I mean, there was rumors, will David start? Will Davies start? How strong is this starting 11 gonna look? This is about, I guess, as much as I was hoping it would be. Like, there was definitely some rotation, which, I mean, Eustachio was a big name that's in there, but all in all, with Larea being out on yellow, with Vittoria being out, with Buchanan being out, it's still a very strong lineup with those players that Herdman kind of alluded to that would be getting the start. And I'm looking at Derek Cornelius, and I'm looking at Liam Miller, and I'm also Also looking at, I guess, I mean, Atakubi is sort of a familiar, but yeah, primarily for me, and I guess same with Piet, but he's been around for so long. For me, it's Derek Cornelius and Liam Miller, who I think is going to have a real opportunity tonight. Nice to see Cornelius there. It is. Starting 11 is actually better than I thought. I did too. Well, because the debate was if Davies and David would be in here. They both are. So that's the fact that Alfonso's in there. Now, I think Herdman may be hoping that we can get up quick. We can get in strong. And then after that, potentially take Davies off. Maybe because you have to assume that David and Davies has some type of agreement with Lille and Bayern about the minutes that they are to play. But regardless, I guess we're just going to have to wait and find out, but they're both in here, which is great. But if you guys are just tuning into the stream today, guys, be sure to drop a like if you haven't done so yet. Drop a sub as well. And let me know what your guys' predictions are as well. Hello here from Belgium. Is Buchanan on the bench because I'm a Club Brugge fan? Welcome, my man. Welcome. You're getting an absolute stud with Tajon Buchanan. Unfortunately, though, for this particular match, he's picked up 2 yellow cards, so he will not be in today's match. He will be fully rested for when they take on Panama, though, back in Toronto. But it's good to see a Club Brugge fan. I'm gonna jump on the Club Brugge bandwagon when he does end up joining, and it does kind of look like you guys have an opportunity to qualify for some potential Europa League football. So that's good to see, my man. Hope you're doing well. Let me know what your thoughts are of Tajon. Are you excited to get him joining up with your club? Because he just kind of came out of nowhere, and he just looks like he could go to the Belgian league and be really, really successful. Miller cannot play wing back 100% of 4-2-3-1. I agree with you, Bean. I agree with you 100%. We do a very versatile starting a lineup, so you never know. But I bet a lot of money that it's a 4-2-3-1, which I'm excited about. I didn't think that John Herdman would go to the 4-2-3-1. I didn't. I thought he was kind of used to that back three, really utilizing Miller and Alistair Johnson as the outside center backs. We saw him switch shape sometimes into a 4-4-2, but as a lot of you guys may know, the 4-2-3-1 has always been my favorite system. I think it just offers a lot of balance. I think that we do have the personnel for it. I think bringing a lot more wingers this round kind of helped Canada push for it. I mean, we played the 4-2-3-1 and went at Mexico and got a point, so I'm expecting the 4-2-3-1 again tonight and hoping something of the same against Jamaica. Buchanan will start against Panama. He will. So our Club Brugge fans we'll get a look to see him in Panama. I think he'll be excited there. Hope you guys reach the World Cup because I want to see some of your young talents that you guys have. Yeah, I'm hoping so too, man. And going to the Azteca, grabbing a point also in the States. It's a huge statement. But these are the games that we need. The 3. Jamaica is in terrible form. A lot of question marks around this team. There's no reason why Canada shouldn't go and get a win. There really isn't. So the opportunity is there. Writing's on the wall. Just whether that the guys can come good tonight. And I think there's a good chance that they can. This lineup tells us that no one will start all 3 games. I even think that Alistair Johnson will be rested against Panama. I'm trying to think. Now, it could be. If against Panama, for example, if you wanted to give everyone a little bit of rest, notice that Hoylett is on the bench, guys. So is Waterspoon. So it's tough, though, trying to get... Because Buchanan will come back, and arguably he could fly in there for Davies. Hoylett can come in there for Jonathan David. We can maybe go into like a 3-4-3 with Junior Hoylett as that false 9. Or maybe Laren is back. We don't know. But yeah, Bean, you have a good point. With Eustachio being rested, there's a good chance that Alistair could as well. If you're going to back 4, we could play Larea at right back. We could have Vittoria at center back. We could have Cornelius or Miller at left center back. And then we could have Atakubi. So the potential is there that pretty much everyone gets rested. Did you hear anything about Hoylett? Some of the Voyagers were talking about rumors, but didn't hear what they were. He's on the bench. That's all I know. He's on the bench. So we will have to see. In my prediction, I picked the 4-2-3-1. I was pretty close. I'm trying to think of what I did say. I had Eustachio in there instead of Piet. I had the front 4 the same. I can't remember if I said Cornelius or not. I don't know if I did. I think the back line is where a lot of the changes happened. But we will have to see. But it's gonna be exciting anyways, guys. It's gonna be very exciting to see how this one gets going here. I'm a little nervous. What are you guys' expectation tonight? Do you think Jamaica has some tools in their bucket that they could take towards us? because there are some good players on that side, and they can be dangerous as well. But I'm hoping for Canada, this could be a good statement as well. He's been very good for Canada. He's one of our most consistent forwards this year. But I agree, he is in the past of the best club football. Yeah, Junior Hoilett has been one from the beginning, man. He's been one from the beginning. He always seems, he had a really good Gold Cup in my eyes. And like I said, if we're looking to rest Alphonso Davies and Jonathan David, I would expect a 3-4-3 against Panama. Hoilett, like I said, if Larin isn't available, could play as a false 9. You would have wingers on both sides, Buchanan, Miller, or even Schaffelberg if he gets the nod. A couple of wing backs in there with Larea. That would probably mean Alistair Johnson would have to start, and Kamal Miller with Vittoria through the middle, but it's an option nonetheless. Wouldn't play some of you guys for Canada have deep ties to Jamaica. Wouldn't play some of the guys for Canada that have. You're saying that you wouldn't play any of the players that have a deep tie to Jamaica, which is a few. Is Bailey playing? Bailey is not playing. I can't remember why he didn't get called up, if he got ruled out or what the reasoning was there. But taking a look, I have Jamaica's starting 11 somewhere. I don't know where it is in one of these tabs. Lineups. Not that one. Where are you? But I have not looked at Jamaica's yet, so we'll go take a little look over at theirs once I can find. There it is. All right, lineups. So taking a look at for Jamaica's, we got some alright ones here. We got Roof in there. We got Bobby Reed, JD's favorite pals at right back. Lawrence in there. A lot of us guys will be familiar with. Grant's in there. Andre Blake's their captain, their starter. They Nicholson up front. I'm assuming they're probably gonna line up in the 4-2-3-1. Jamal Lowe is on the bench. Andre Gray is on the bench. So it's about the team that we expected to see. It's that midfield still that it's going to be a little bit iffy for them. I'm a Jamaican, but sad to say that we're going to get smacked. Well, let's hear some prediction, guys. Let me know. Give me your guys' prediction. I believe, I'm trying to think of what I said. I think I said 3-1 Canada. JD said 2-1 Canada, and I was coming from a Jamaican. So let us know in the chat, guys. What's your prediction? What are you expecting from tonight's match? It sucks that it's going on the exact same time as all of the other games, because I would have obviously liked to watch some of them. But regardless, whatever, it is fine. But I'm getting excited, guys. I'm getting excited. This could be a massive, massive statement to move a little bit closer to World Cup qualifying with this, and especially if some of the other results today go our way. And if we look at who else is playing, I mean, between Costa Rica and between El Salvador, hopefully Costa Rica wins or it's a draw. Both of that would be nice for Canada. Us beating Jamaica would be nice. US beating Panama would be nice. And then Mexico beating Honduras. So a few results plus a win for us today could even put a little bit of a gap between those top three and the rest in the qualifying. So much of the decision in terms of shooting, passing, but he's older, and that's why I think Club Brugge is just a step too low in league terms. But we play in the Champions League. Interesting take. Bailey is at home. What Canadian players do you see moving in January? To me, Eustachio, Larea, Johnston can be on the move. Everyone wants to think that Steph could be on the move. I don't know what Eustachio's situation is going to be like. I think it's going to depend on who's interested. I feel like the MLS players have more of a chance. I think Alistair Johnson can come get snapped up. I think Larea could come get snapped up. But it'll all depend on their availability. Honestly, Crépeau as well. In my eyes, Crépeau has been one of the best keepers in MLS. And we saw it last night. If for any of you guys who watched the Whitecaps game, Hassal was just not up to par. And they got smacked by Seattle. He had some questionable goalkeeping. And he's a talented young keeper as well. But Crépeau is at that level, to be honest. So it could be him, but more than likely, yeah. I'd say Alistair Johnson. I feel like he deserves a move from a lot of the performances he's put in. I'd love to see Eustachio get one, but I, for some reason, just don't have a feeling he will end up getting moved on. It won't be easy for Canada. They never beat Jamaica at home in World Cup qualifiers. No, it will not be easy. It will not be easy, but the opportunity is there from the way that Jamaica is playing, and honestly from the way that Canada's playing. The big thing for me was that John Herdman had this team playing like he wants them to. They took the game to Mexico at the Azteca, which is something I don't think any one of us was really expected us to see. I think it was a statement, and I think that they're going to have the confidence, and they still have a very strong lineup, and I'm really excited to see what Alphonso Davies can do down that left-hand side. Oscar here says, I predict Canada, but I'd rather be at the Jamaica after party. Well, I'm hoping Canada can take it, my man. I hope it would be nice. We got 2-1 for Canada for the prediction. It won't be easy, but Jamaica's side looked very poor lately. Yeah. The Jamaican fan channels were not showing Canada any respect. JD did, though. I mean, if you guys watched the preview we put on the channel, JD was pretty open and pretty honest, thinking that Jamaica was not going to have a good time. It is always tough to go to Jamaica to get results, and I think JD was kind of alluding to that, and I agree with him. But the way the structure of the Jamaican team is, the way that they're playing, the ifs, ands, and buts that are going around this national team right now, I think it favors Canada. They're on a roll. I don't think they're really scared. And I don't think they didn't show Mexico a lot of respect in terms of allowing the game to get taken to them. They took the game to Mexico. They created more chances in my eyes, better high quality chances. And I don't think this game will be any different. And I think that the back line for Jamaica will be under a lot of pressure, especially when Alphonso Davies gets on those runs. That's fine. They only have 1 point. Yeah, and ideally, like we're sitting on 6 right now. If we got another 5-point window, and there's a chance we could get 7. But if we get a 5-point window, that would put us to 10. That's a solid couple windows. But if we could get 2 wins, man, if we could take it to Panama, we could take it to Jamaica. 7 points from this window, I think we'll put, like I said, put a big little gap between the top 3 and the rest. Most of the fan channels I watch have no faith in Jamaica. Yeah, JD didn't seem to have faith in Jamaica. I don't know. I didn't watch any other Jamaican fan channels, though. Michael says, hi, Josh. How you doing, my friend? If Jamaica stay disciplined, they could get a point, to be honest, but I don't know, with key talent missing. It is true. It is true. A squeeze is legal here in Canada. You do not know. It feels like a must-win for Canada against one of the weaker teams in the group on paper. Canada did exceptionally well to get a point against Mexico. Not many teams in the group will do that. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a must-win. I think one of the 2 games between Canada and Jamaica is, and again, I wouldn't say must, but it would be very, very helpful. Like another 5-point window, I wouldn't be mad about. I really wouldn't. However, the opportunity is there with the way that we're playing, what's available to us. There's the opportunities there to make this a 7-point window and really just make a statement. And I think the statement's already been made with that point we picked up at the Azteca. And I think a lot of people really opened their eyes. The point we got against the U.S. it was impressive, and I think that there was some question marks around personnel for the U.S. There was some of those things, but I mean, this was a pretty strong Mexican side, and the style of play went really towards Canada in my eyes. Now, Crepeau's little blunder could have turned things around, but no VAR. It is what it is, and we walk away with a point, but deservingly so in my eyes. I feel like, I read that one. We're going to see. Jamaica is really bad. Canada should beat them. Yeet, yeet. Yeet, yeet. How you feeling about your Americans tonight? Because they would do us a big favor as well if the U.S. picked up. I haven't took out the U.S.'s starting 11. We got Shaq Moore starting, Leggett starting, Musa, Acosta, Ariola, Zardes, and Timothy Weah. Can't imagine tactical managers too thrilled about that. No way games is a must-win this early. Bro, you're going to see me at World Cup, or the 2026 World Cup for Canada. Remember my name. Bobby. All right. Well, I'll hold you to that. A win would be awesome, but must win, but a good to win. Not a must win, but a good to win. Yeah, as long as we can get a win between Jamaica and Panama, I think we're in good, we're in a pretty good condition there. But Canada have to build on the draw they got against Mexico, and I absolutely agree with that. And I think that they should. I'm curious to see how the legs are feeling, just because I don't know. I I can't speak to how they're feeling, but I can imagine that it was a tiring match. Tiring match. So it'd be interesting to see how they can kind of bounce back. A few legs been rested. Like I said, I don't know if I expect Alfonso and David to play the entire match, but we're gonna have to see. Josh, who is your favorite Canadian soccer pundit? I don't know. I don't know who my favorite one is. Do they have do they have to be Canadian? Like, I mean, you said I don't know if you meant like pundit, like for One Soccer, like anyone, or do they have to be specifically Canadian? Because I don't know. Who's your guys' favorite soccer pundit? I know there's some debate around Gareth Wheeler, but I don't know. I don't know if I like Gareth. I think he's funny. I do enjoy listening to him. I don't know if this one counts, but I mean, I really enjoy listening to Christian Jack as well. Stephen Cadwell, who I've got to interview and meet a few times. I know that they're not Canadian, but very intertwined in Canadian football. But what channel is the game on? It's on One Soccer. It might be on Sportsnet. I don't 100% know. Gray Berhalter looked at his depth chart upside down. Give me for anyone who's a US fan, give me like a rating on how you feel about the US starting 11. Like Christian Jack. Okay, Christian Jack by a mile. Christian Jack's by far my favorite pundit. But yeah, I don't know. I like listening to them all, but Christian Jack for me is like a big step up. But I do think the pundits on One Soccer are doing an excellent job, and I do enjoy listening to them as well. Hi guys, almost time. Canada should definitely win this. What's your prediction? What's your prediction, guys? Anyone who's just tuning into the stream right now, be sure to drop a like on the stream. Drop a sub as well. And Angie asked it, what's your guys' prediction? And also, who's your favorite soccer pundit in Canada or around Canada? We got mine as Christian Jack. Josh, did you ever cover Germany's match against Romania in the World Cup qualifiers? I looked for your watch along, but didn't come across it. I did not do a watch along on that. I did not. I watched the game though. And Thomas Muller pulled it off towards the end, which is a nice little step for Germany there. JJD TV will have 250K followers at the minimum by the time of the 2026 World Cup. The coverage JJD TV will have, the World Cup will be fired. Hey, Canada may be at the 2022 World Cup, guys, but I appreciate the kind words. Means quite a bit. I quite like Wheeler. He's a character. Ollie Platt is good too. I like Oliver Platt as well. I did reach out to Oliver Platt though, and he was supposed to come on for a little collaboration. So I may bug him again because I just the storyline I wanted to do with him revolved around the transfer window, and then I ran out of time. But I may bug him once again to come on. Christian Jack is the go-to pundit for anything Canadian related. I agree with that. Canada wins 2-0. All right. I like it. Summary. I'll bring up another one for you guys here. Gonna show you guys Jamaica's starting 11 just in case you did not see it. Don't know if this is the right one. I think this one is. Nice. All right. So there's Jamaica's starting 11. So they do show it on this one. Now we'll be able to tell once the game gets going, but they do have, like I said, they do have it in the 4-2-3-1. Crepeau, Johnston. It would be Henry on the right, Cornelius on the left. My guess in the back four. Atakubi, Piet, Kay, Miller, Davies, Azorio, and David. It's a really tasty starting 11. They do show the and I don't know if anyone in the Jamaican side of things could elaborate if they do think, because I'm looking at it, I don't know if it is a 4-2-3-1. That's my guess. It says 4-4-2, but then it's got Powell at center back, and I don't know how that is, but either way. Roster makes no sense. If you want to rotate, why not put in Richards, Zelatorre, Hoppy, etc.? Because it's Greg. It's great. Here's a solid 0. Yeah, and us Canadians, we need US to win. It would be massive for us. But the game is getting close to kickoff, guys. I hope you guys are excited. I am as well. And honestly, a little nervous. They have a live ticker here. Trying to find a nice live ticker for you guys. I've been struggling quite a bit to find it. And that's just unfortunate. No match lineup. All right, the one live ticker we do have, and let me know, guys, if it's doable for you guys or if you're just disappointed. There is this one. Is that too small? It will come on at some point. 4-1 Canada. Massive prediction there. I respect it. 4-1's a big prediction. I don't know, man. I don't know exactly how this match is gonna go, but I am excited nonetheless. Let's effing go. Bean is fired right up. I'm fired right up. We also need some results. We need to rely on some other matches as well. It's gonna be important. But we shall see. 2-1 either way, in my opinion. Well, that's not what we want to hear, guys. That's not what we want to hear. But we shall see. It will be interesting. It's about a minute away, guys, from getting started. And I'm getting a little nervous. I'm a bit late, but I'm here before the game. Let's go. The Canadians getting fired up. Yeah. I'm getting a little nervous. Canada, yes, sir. Let's see this thing go. Oh, man. It's just, it would be so nice to pick up 3 points. I'm genuinely nervous. Bobby comes in and says 2-1 for Canada. I think that's good. Just trying to find a ticker for you guys, but we may have to just do with the one that's on screen. Yo, Josh, what do you think of Newcastle on the mega rich side of things? I don't know, man. I don't know. Not a big fan, to be honest, but I don't know. It is what it is. But we're about to get to kickoff, guys. Let's see this thing go. Josh, will you be covering Germany's World Cup Qualifier against North Macedonia tomorrow? I will not. It's a holiday here in Canada, so a lot of what I was doing was just going to be around the Canadian men's national team. So, unfortunately, no, I will not be covering. Won't be covering that. But either way, it's all good. Tejan is suspended. Yeah, and it's unfortunate we didn't get to see Tejan, but the nice thing is that he will be back against Panama, which will, like I said, will probably mean that Davies will be rested. But I don't know. I don't have any issues with that. All right, Tejan. It will be nice to have him come on Panama. I think he will do some damage there, if I'm being completely honest. But it's almost time, guys. Get your predictions in if you have not done so yet. We are underway here on JJD TV. Let's go, Canada. Pick up some points. I think the live ticker's okay, right? Like it's okay for now. But I might be a little bit behind. I mean, I'm definitely behind the ticker, which is a little bit ridiculous. I'm a little bit behind the ticker. I'm at 15 seconds right now. So let me know where you guys are at, and if you want to match up with me, I'm now at 20 seconds. It's Thanksgiving in Canada, though. It is Thanksgiving in Canada. But it is going to be excited, guys, and I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are excited. Hopefully One Soccer's working for you guys as well. I don't know if it is, if it isn't, but I hope it is. There were some issues with it last time around, which was kind of frustrating for a lot of us, but regardless, but we shall see, guys. We shall see. It's an opportunity for Canada to get a massive, massive opportunity. Let's go, Canada. Coming on in. Thanksgiving weekend. So yeah, I was only really able to, like I said, to do the watch-alongs for Canada, but oh man, I'm getting excited. We're at 28 likes though, so if you guys have not dropped the like, be sure to do so. Get your predictions in. Let me know who you're excited for, and put a prediction on the first goal of the match. Who do you guys think's gonna get on the score sheet first? I'm gonna go on a limb. I'm gonna say Jonathan David. He was a touch disappointing in the opening match in my eyes, but I think that he's got a big opportunity to get it done today, and I'm a little excited for it, man. I'm a little excited for it. But we shall see. 2-0 for Canada. Giving thanks for John Herdman. John Herdman deserves a lot of thanks, man. I think we've heard a lot of praise around him, rightfully so, and he deserves absolutely every single bit. He's done such incredible things for this national team. He's got them in a really, really good position. And now we get to sit back and reap the spoils. But we're going to be up against a tricky, and very well done there by Derek Cornelius. But as I say that, he punts it at Sam Adekubi. And let me know who you guys are excited to watch tonight. Because like I said, the two names that are on my watch list tonight, I mean, there's not the usual suspects of Jonathan David or Alphonso Davies. I do think Jonathan David has a good opportunity to score tonight. But man, I'm keeping an eye on Derek Cornelius, and I'm keeping an eye on Liam Miller. These are two players who I think have a huge opportunity to stake a claim in this national team. I think Derek Cornelius did the right thing. He's playing European football, playing competitive minutes in Greece. He's getting his start. We have a couple old guards with Henry and Victoria being there, but I think down the line, Cornelius, if we do even play in a back three, could take one of those positions. And then the other one is Liam Miller, who I said again, big fan of Liam Miller. I think he does wonderful, wonderful things. And it's another big opportunity for him to be able to step up tonight, especially when someone like Tejan is out. But Adekubi's down, which is not good. It's interesting that the Jamaican team doesn't have their last names on their kits. I don't know why. If anybody does know why, feel free to let me know. In the U.S., it's the last Thursday of November. Yeah, the U.S. has a different one than we do. I'm not really sure which one. Which I know it's a different holiday. It's a different time, but I'm watching on Sportsnet, not One Soccer. Huh? It's anybody else looks dark. We had that comment, and it does. It looks like almost foggy on the One Soccer stream. I don't know why. That's a nice little ball to Jonathan Osorio, who finds Alphonso Davies. Do you think that the red list and Liam Bailey's injury hampered Jamaica's chances? Absolutely. But, I mean, saying that, the reason everyone got so hyped up about Jamaica is with all these dual nationals that they were supposedly going to get. That was very well done there by Shamar Nicholson, actually. And they just weren't able to actually to get them done. And on top of that, the big imbalance of this Jamaican team is the fact that they got players playing in the Prem, playing in high championship level. Then they got USL players. Doesn't really seem to be a system. Their midfield is all over the place. They have a lot of holes. I think it was just a lot of the flashy names that look to come to this team and make a difference, and they just quite haven't done that yet. That was nicely done there from... it was poor from Mark Anthony K. Is the Canadian Thanksgiving holiday the same as the States? If not, what is the difference? It's not the same date. I have no idea when the States is, to be honest. I know I think it's a couple weeks later. Is any Americans in there? When's your guys' Thanksgiving? Poor little ball there. Poor little ball. Pitch looks awful. It does. The broadcast doesn't look that nice either, man. Is Sportsnet any nicer? I don't know if anyone's flipped back and forth between Sportsnet and One Soccer. I don't know, the broadcast, it does. It looks kind of poopy a little bit, but Goosey Goose has just turned in. He was absolutely fired up about the last match we had at the Azteca. As was I. But now it's opportunity to take 3 tonight. And Jamaica came off a really disappointing result against the U.S. Not in terms of they thought that they should have won or anything like that, because they definitely did not think that. But they got outplayed pretty badly. They got very lucky. They weren't down to 9 men at some point. But November 25th. Okay. So Thanksgiving in America is... Oh, that's a foul. That's a tough foul there. Will Canada win? I need to know because I placed a bet on Canada. I like it, guys. Let me know if anyone else has placed a bet tonight. They should win. They should. CONCACAF qualifying is a very unpredictable thing. So, I mean, if you were putting money on it, I'd say put it on Canada, but it's going to be interesting. Already early little foul there on Alphonso Davies, just showing that pace, that danger down the left-hand side. It's going to be very important, man. Now, I'm curious to see who's going to be our free kick taker tonight. Eustachio is not in, and he's primarily been the main man there. Nice ball. Mark Anthony Kaye had a really, really good match as well in Mexico. So I think maybe that's why John Herdman thought to give rest to Eustachio. In my opinion, I think he wanted to give Eustachio one match off. I guess it was Jamaica. I think he felt confident enough in the fact that that Mark Anthony Kaye could come in here, make a difference, and we are going to hopefully see that. Samuel Piette brings a little bit more of that defensive awareness similar to Eustachio, so it's kind of a straight swap in my eyes. How come Antonio's not playing? There's a bunch of different reasons, man. But mainly COVID protocols and all that stuff. Plus, I think there was agreement with West Ham. That was good hold-up play and a foul on Samuel Piette. He has not been in good form for Rangers, though. Talking about Roof. Yeah, he played in England for quite some time as well. Had some success with the Rangers in Scotland. COVID restrictions. He is key to West Ham's European and domestic gains. Not worth missing all that time. Jamaica would not let him bring his personal intimacy. Yeah, so I mean that's obviously very nice. Nothing against Shamar Nicholson, but Michel Antonio obviously is a better force. Nice ball there to Jonathan Osorio, who has been a very, very... And there's a corner kick coming up. Who's been a very good player since coming up into this this center attacking mid position for Canada. I really enjoyed watching him in the Azteca. I think he likes playing in the hole, playing with the opportunity to have a better and more influence on the game. Nice little ball in there by Mark Anthony Kaye. And is that out? And that's another corner. He played for Leeds. Yes, Leeds was the one. And he had a pretty good goal scoring record, if I remember correctly, for Leeds United, which is always nice. But if you guys are just tuning in today, be sure to drop a like on the episode, as well as drop a sub, and let me know where you guys are watching from. How many Canadians do we have in the chat today? And Liam Miller is taking our corners, which I find very interesting. Hit a nice little cross in there as well. That was a dumb play by the goalie. Clearly it was out. Yeah. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. All right, I had to make sure that this table's going good. Going on One Soccer. Reggae Boys are now Vibes FC. He was also at Anderlecht for a year before going to the Rangers. Yeah, they had a lot of hype. Jamaica did, and it's why a lot of people thought they were going to do very well. They were looking to recruit. They were looking to put a real stake on a lot of dual nationals, specifically from England. A lot said that they were going to play, but not every single one has come. And this is why you see this kind of all over the place, skill-wise type of Jamaican squad. That's a nice ball. Derek Cornelius, who I'm really excited to see back in the starting 11. And as I say that, he punts it to absolutely no one. We've also played for Anderlecht after he left Leeds. Yeah, he was playing. If I remember correctly, also he was playing out mostly on the wings when he played for Rangers. They played in a 4-3-3 system under Stevie G, and he played out wide. There's John Herdman looking excited. Nice little ball. Is anyone here going to the match at BMO Field on Wednesday? Anyone here in and around Toronto, or know anyone who's going to it? Because I would have liked to. That the Panama match was the one I was thinking, like, this is the one I could maybe go to, but I chose to do the Watchalongs instead, and maybe one day we'll go to one, but not yet. Not yet. Nice little ball. Cornelius does well. I'd go if they play at BC Place. Aha, Goosey Goose. A Vancouver lad, are ya? One day, Josh, you could do a live match day reaction. That is the goal. Probably Dortmund first. I would love to head to BMO and do that. Try to snag a media pass if I could, but that could be down the road. Oh, it's a poor touch there from Jonathan David, who then draws the foul. One day, oddly enough, Edmonton games in November aren't on sale for TicketWise yet. It's very surprising. Very surprising. Because, yeah, Edmonton's got the November window. Has anyone been to Edmonton's pitch there? I've heard some good things about it. Also, everyone is under the assumption it's going to be very, very cold. And I think that they're going to be right. Derek Cornelius finds Atakubi. Does well to find Davies. Fonzie. Oh, quick feet. And that's why he's so good, man. Under tight spaces like that, finds a way through. Now that was a poor turnover that he had, but he won it back pretty quickly. Nice little ball. Dortmund in World Cup 2026. World Cup, man. World Cup is I'm not gonna go to Qatar, but if for the 2026 one, that's where I'm gonna be trying to head over and go to a match. But not the best start so far, guys. I think Canada's been a little bit passive, a little bit sloppy. This reminds me a little bit more of a CONCACAF match, if I'm being completely honest. A little gritty to it. Trying to build their way into the match, but we got faith in our boys, guys. If you guys have faith in Canada, be sure to drop a like on the video. Say hello in the chat as we see Alphonso Davies coming with a little pace there. Finds Osorio. Miller. A lot of yellow jerseys behind him. Davies. That was better. A little bit more direct. We see Fonzie getting up the pitch. Drifting into the middle. Liam Miller did well. It looked like it just came a little bit too early for Davies. It was just a little bit ahead of him. That was tough. Did you watch the Spain and France game? I did. I wanted Spain to win, but France found a way. Let's see how close this effort was. Dragged it just wide. It's decent little hit there, but that's more like it from Canada. Finding your main man, getting him involved, and leading to a very quick goal-scoring opportunity there. Mark Anthony K definitely fouled. Go Canada. Great content, Josh. Hello from Vancouver. I bet on Canada to win. Cheers, my man. Hope you're doing well. Go Canada. Absolutely. I'm glad that you even put a little money on it. A couple other people were in the chat today, said that they dropped a little coin on Canada. It's always tough, though, with these World Cup qualifiers. It always is. I'm hoping that Canada's going to ride this hot form and Jamaica's just going to slip up. I don't want this wounded animal that is Jamaica to wake up and attack us. Because don't get it. Like, as much as we've been ripping on Jamaica, and rightfully so, they have some players in here that can come up and make a difference, and it just takes a game to click. But let's hope it's not ours. And I've liked Derek Cornelius' performance so far, guys. I'm a big fan of Cornelius, and I'm really happy to see him back in the starting 11 today. I'm sure some of you Vancouver fans, you Whitecap fans are as well. That was a poor ball. A Mexico win does us good. Yeah, tonight, a Costa Rica win or a draw out of that match. Canada winning, obviously. Mexico and U.S. winning would do wonders for Canada. That is a dream night for us. Brazil, Colombia, so boring. Want Brazil to win. I kind of want Colombia to qualify, and Brazil's already going to qualify. So I kind of want Colombia to win tonight. But Jamaica tracking up so many yellow cards as possible. Nicely done there from Liam Miller, who's getting involved. Miller's going up and down that pitch pretty nicely there. Which is, again, it's nice to see. Alistair Johnston now with it. Nice little ball over to Donny Henry. I've been asked this question a lot in terms of center backs. Who is going to be there when Vittoria hangs it up? Because Vittoria, in my eyes, was the man of the match against Mexico. I thought he was an absolute warrior. And it's why I'm just so excited to see Cornelius, because I think a lot of us expected him to take this opportunity a while ago, and it didn't really fall to him. And Vittoria's been so good for us for so long, but it is what it is. He's on his way out eventually. He's 34 years old now. We need more of a long-term option for him, and I know, in my eyes, Cornelius can be that guy. He's a lefty though, which is now kind of with Kamal Miller. But playing in a back three, he'll always be relevant, and I'm really excited to see him back in the fold of things right here. Crépeau as well. Let me know, guys, in the chat. Who do you guys rate more? Who would you guys pick to be our starter when all healthy? Borjan or Crépeau? Because that's a good ball from Liam Miller. Can he get there? He can. Defended well. Because that's a real debate. I find there's a big mixture. A lot of fans don't trust Borjan. Now, I mean, I know he's had a few moments, but I personally trust Borjan, but I do like Crépeau as well. I think the nerves got to him a little bit at the Azteca. He had that blunder, but I think for the time being, I would go Borjan. But I am very comfortable personally when Crépeau is in net. I think he had a strong Gold Cup. I think he's done decent for us. Davies gets lucky there. Nice little ball. Finds Miller. Henry! Oh, it fell to the wrong person. Henry wearing the armband, by the way, for those guys who are not aware. It did not fall to the person you wanted it to fall to. It did look nicely there. Alphonso Davies had a little bit more time than I think he thought. He ended up losing the ball, got it back, and had a nice, clever little play to Liam Miller, who did well to stay on side. A decent ball through the middle. It could have been hit, man. That was a good opportunity. But it fell to our center back and fell to Donny Henry, who cranks it well over the net. But Canada's starting to pick up now a little bit, looking a little bit more engaging as the ball finds Alphonso Davies. 1v2. No support. And then he gets punched in the face, which is perfect. That's how you find a foul. Now, a little disappointing in my eyes. I mean, I love watching Alphonso run at defenders, but it was a 1-on-2 there. He had zero support, but he makes something out of it still. Was it a dive? Probably. But I'm all for it. Great point, Josh. CONCACAF matches are difficult to predict. Jamaica is desperate, and winning on the road is tough, even though Jamaica has been in poor form. It is. It happens all the time. It's why you see crazy things happen in the CONCACAF. The U.S. can speak to that better than everyone with their recent result. But we do have a dangerous free kick as Liam Miller and Alphonso Davies are both over it. It is Davies to take. Somewhat of a poor ball, and it falls to Henry once again, whose feet were not meant to be in a scoring position there. But he does okay to get it back to Johnston, but defended well in the end. Have you seen ball grade, Josh? 5 goals conceded, 10 games undefeated. The stats from Milan Borjan, it's good to see. Samuel Piet picks up a yellow, though, which, not ideal. Borjan is ahead of Crépeau. Borjan hands down right now, not even close. Crépeau's a decent keeper. Borjan is a great keeper. Just look at Red Star right now. All right. So Scott, along with a lot of, because I agree with you guys. I agree that Borjan is our now. And I think it's. I mean, eventually it's going to be Crépeau. But I don't know what other keepers are. I mean, St. Clair, he's young. He's not getting minutes. Hassal, after a few performances, I mean, he's a good young keeper, but I just don't know if it's there. I mean, I'd feel comfortable with Crépeau in net, but I agree that Borjan is our main man. He's also a leader. I think he fires up this team. That's why he's our captain. But I hear a lot of people, and especially on Twitter, going back and forth saying that Crépeau should be the starter. And I don't know if I quite agree with that. So I wanted to get your guys' take, and it seems like most of the guys, at least in the chat today, are kind of under the same assumption. Which club do you support? I am a Borussia Dortmund supporter. Oh, Pantomis as well. Good keeper. I don't know if I trust him more than Crépeau. But either way, yeah, he's another good option for Montreal. But a dangerous free kick coming in here for Jamaica. See how our set piece defending is going to be. 22 minutes in. Ooh, good little opportunity there. Gotta block someone here. Amber. Piss off. That was a decent little ball in there from Lawrence, who got a head on that. It was Roof too. Poor connection. It's recently biased for Crépeau. Davies gets knocked out. Davies gets punched in the face, which is perfect. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Gotta do what you gotta do. Josh, do you have a favorite club in the EPL? It'd probably be Chelsea. I don't watch much of the Prem anymore. But growing up in Canada, as a lot of you guys know, the only thing you were really able to watch was the Premier League. So I watched a lot of Chelsea. And then found out how to stream games. So then I streamed every Dortmund game from there on in. Dodgy start. Yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. This is an iffy start from Canada. Jamaica, to their defense, man, they've looked well organized today. They've kept Davies at bay, which I think was going to be the biggest question mark, especially with the defensive unit. They've been okay in the middle of the park. I think we've been better. But they're and that's a ball you don't want to get Henry into, but he does well to get Nicholson on the right side of him. Good defending there from Henry. But if you guys are just tuning in today and you haven't done so yet, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub, say hello in the chat. We just saw a nice gentleman there with a big gut hanging out. Not sure if you guys saw that as well. But let me know where you guys are tuning in from today. I know we even got a couple of European friends in here. I know Angie's tuning in. Actually, I don't know if Angie's still actually in Germany, but we know we got one at least from the United Kingdom. Bundesliga is a fun league for sure. Oh, decent ball. I went to St. Pauli game in Hamburg in 2014. Incredible atmosphere. I bet you that was incredible atmosphere. I went and watched Dortmund play Frankfurt in Dortmund, and I can't explain to you guys how insane the Westfalen is. It is chilling. 81,000 people. The yellow wall, 20,000 standing for the entire game, singing, chanting. It is wild. It is absolutely wild. Nice little ball there. Here comes Jonathan Osorio. Let's see what this front four can do, who've been somewhat quiet so far in the opening 25. Osorio finds Johnston. Nice little ball. And a couple options from the bench as well today could be Eustachio if they do end up giving him some minutes, which I'm expecting them to do. Oh, Davies goes down. Probably looking for that foul, but ref didn't buy it this time. Oh, and Henry does very, very well. Excellent. Finds Jonathan Osorio. It is not good. Lowe is out when Davies is playing. He knows how to get on Davies' nerves. Davies is still down, which is not ideal. Looks like Nicholson might be down as well. What are you guys' thoughts so far on the opening 25? How do you guys see Canada playing? I think they've been okay, but that's about it. Taking a look back at Henry. Oh, he barely touched him. But Davies is down, and that can be a bit of a concern for us. I'm not sure what happened to him over here. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he's gonna get attacked. It is. Oh, Costa Rica's losing. That's not good. I'm not sure what that signal to the bench means. Let's take another look. What happened to Davies here? Ooh. Kind of looked like he might have stretched something. Maybe in the knee. Costa Rica is losing. That's not good. We want Costa Rica to at least get a draw, and honestly, Costa Rica winning would help us more than anything. Biggest game I've ever been to is World Cup 2002 qualifiers for Colombo, Argentina, and Colombia. Damn. That'd been a fun little match. I'm not too impressed today. I'm not either so far. It's a little bit early. Canada didn't really take the game to Jamaica like they did at the Azteca, and I think taking it to Mexico surprised them a little bit. They've been a little bit passive today. They've had a couple little opportunities, but yeah, it hasn't been a super solid performance so far. Jamaica has had a game plan, and I think they're honestly playing it pretty well. My thoughts on Canada so far: I can say every player. I can say every player's underwear through their shorts. Interesting. Was it Denmark-Finland game at the Euro Cup? That was a real atmosphere change. Damn. You were at that match? Like this year. That's wild. That was some scary stuff. But Davies is back up. He's back on the pitch, guys, so that's good. That's good at the very least. Ball's punted back down to Crépeau. A little annoyed Costa Rica's already down. That's not ideal. Nice ball there to Davies, who I don't know if he's shaken up right now. We know with the skill set of Alphonso Davies and the amount of pressure he's going to put the Jamaicans under, he's going to get fouled a lot. And I don't know if that just got to his head there or what that was, but like they said, I mean, he's going to get pummeled from time to time in CONCACAF. It is what it is. He knows it. Since he just took a knock, I don't know if it got to his head, maybe that a Jamaican player was going to come at him. But I don't know. That was very Alphonso Davies-like, missing that pretty easy pass to receive. Taking it to Mexico in high altitude, bad for Canada, but good for Jamaica. Yeah, I mean, we could have some heavy legs. That was a big concern with a lot of fans so far. I've heard people say, Josh, I don't know how you're feeling, but I mean, the intensity, the altitude, the tired legs, everything that we put into that draw in Mexico could affect this Jamaica match. And then going on back-to-back road games, not easy to do as well. So yeah, subs could definitely come into play. That's nicely done there from Liam Miller to find Jonathan Osorio with quick feet. Oh, Liam Miller. Is that a corner? No. JD hat-trick still on. They're playing to the level of their opponent. Mexico, US, they're at the level they matched it. El Salvador and now Jamaica, if you know what I mean. I do, man. I do. You hear it all the time. Knowing the pressure, knowing the excitement of playing the US and Mexico, standing up and taking the match to them, raising your level, and then being kind of poor. And I thought we were decent against El Salvador. I'm assuming maybe you meant Honduras, which we were kind of poor in. But yeah, so far it hasn't been the prettiest performance, but we're 30 minutes in. I do think some of the chances will start to come. Just need to stretch this midfield. That's a really good ball there. And a really good tackle from Henry, who's had a few really, really solid defensive plays today. That's a sloppy touch. Osorio. Okay, gets a foul. That's tough. Right, Honduras. El Salvador is winning. Honestly, think Canada would have been better than the U.S. if you had a defense from what I've seen. Yeah, and it's the coaching as well. John Herdman is, and like I said, he deserves so much credit for what he's been able to turn this Canadian men's national team into. A team that is not scared to take it. Doesn't matter if it's the States, in the U.S. or it's Mexico at the Azteca. It does not matter. Shamar Nicholson goes down, grabbing his face. But a lot of that comes with just solid management, finding a good cohesive group, finding players, getting them in the right positions. He's done it all, and he's very familiar with doing it at the international level. He's a very good international coach, Herdman is. Very good motivator as well. But I think he's really took his tactical game to the next level. And you've seen it. We've seen him play in the 3-4-3. We've seen him play in a 4-4-2. We've seen him switching games with the ball 3-5-2, defending 4-4-2. And out of the blue, at the Azteca, goes to the 4-2-3-1. And like I said, took the game to Mexico. Created better chances, high quality chances. A lot of that goes down to the coaching. And Herdman just deserves a lot of credit. And now we need to see what he can do here. 30 minutes in. Team's not playing the best football. So we're going to have to see how he can come up with something here. I don't know if it's going to have to do with the heavy legs. We have Junior Hoylett who can come on. Eustachio can come back on. Maybe create a little bit more going forward. El Salvador have been better ever since they adopted PTV in their currency. Thought it was getting Roldan. Alex Roldan coming over, playing wingback. He's been a very good player for El Salvador. That's a tough foul there, but it finds Miller. Jonathan David, who's been very poor. That was another poor pass from David. But it's all right. Roof has been kind of poor as well. And that's the one thing that we like about Kyle Larin. When Kyle Larin is in, oh, that's a good run from Jonathan David, though. If he timed it well. Kyle Larin is very, very good at, and Powell pulled up there, so JD may be happy. But Kyle Larin is very good at dropping deep and almost looking like that playmaker role. Jonathan David, I think, needs to add that a little bit to his game. He would have been offside there regardless, but it's a little thing that I miss from Kyle Larin, because I think Kyle Larin is just such a good, well-rounded striker. I think when we see David and Larin play together, some of the reason that it doesn't work is because David just cannot get involved in the game. You see Larin, he's the one coming deep. He's the one creating opportunity. He's the one going in the box, and David just kind of looks a little bit lost sometimes. And when he plays as a single striker, I think he needs to add that to his game where he comes in, picks up the ball a little bit more, because I don't think he's been doing that so far. Got plenty of school crap, but definitely considering it. Coaching can really change a lot. We made it to the semis at the Euros without our star player. Very true. I'm contemplating going up from Calgary to waiting to sell tickets for those games. Hey Josh, your live feed stream is different. Any reason? Loss of watch space in the screen. We had a bunch of... Producer T's not here today. It's Thanksgiving here in Canada, which I'm assuming most of you guys know. So Producer T is with his family today. Mine's not till tomorrow, so I don't have Producer T with me. And we've been having a lot of problems, as some of you guys may have noticed in the recent streams with Streamlabs. And you guys remember my audio issues. So without Producer T being here, I can't waste time looking at the game and then going back to Streamlabs, and I just don't have that ability. So I'm streaming today off of StreamYard. Producer T will be back for Wednesday's match, and it will look back to the beauty it is. But with the issues Streamlabs has been causing us, and the fact that Producer T is with his family today, we went to StreamYard for just this match. So that is why it looks a little bit different. But yeah, I agree. When Producer T is here, man, he makes it look good. This is the best I can do with Streamlabs. I'm not the technical guy. But happy Thanksgiving weekend to everyone, and glad that you guys are joining me on today's stream. Even without Producer T, hope he's doing well. I don't think he's listening in, but yeah, we miss Producer T. But hopefully you guys are enjoying a nice Thanksgiving weekend as well, and hopefully Canada can deliver us with 3 big points tonight. They need to improve their game today. In my eyes, that was good from Cornelius, and then immediately poor from Cornelius. Shamar Nicholson does well, but Piet is there. There you go. Okay, that makes sense. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well, Patrick. Some guy's trying to get you to say Jamaican curse words. Oh. Okay, I'll have to be careful with that, because I don't know what a Jamaican curse word is. So if I see a word I don't know, I will just not say it. Isn't Thanksgiving tomorrow? Not today. Yeah, it is. But he's celebrating it with his family tomorrow, or today. Sorry. But I'm celebrating it with my family tomorrow, except for my parents who are in Portugal. But something happened there with Powell. I'm not sure how he's doing. But let me know if you guys have any fun Thanksgiving plans this weekend. Because mine was to watch a little football with you guys, a little footy. Did Josh say that? Good streaming opportunity. It looks like there's a substitution coming up though. Quick little injury there. I'm gonna check some of the other scores. I haven't taken a look yet. So U.S. is still 0-0. And El Salvador, which isn't ideal, man. El Salvador right now on the live score is sitting in third place. They're 2-2-1. We're 1-4. So shows how close this group is, man. We need to pick up some points tonight, and hopefully Costa Rica can do us a favor and at least get them a draw. I don't watch the NFL. Yeah, when I said football, I meant this. I meant soccer. I didn't mean American football. I don't watch American football either. I watch two sports. It is soccer and hockey. And I can say that here because I feel like the crowd today is a little bit North American. In watching different kinds of football. I don't watch the NFL or CFL. I don't either, Goosey Goose. I do not either. Go to a Ticats game every once in a while. Hot take, turkey isn't good. It's not my favorite meat, to be honest. It's a nice little header there. Good opportunity for Jamaica. Backdoor. Oh! What a block there from Alistair Johnston. That was a really, really good opportunity from Jamaica. Now let's see if Canada can hit on the counter. They found Jonathan David. He's looking for Davies. That was poor. Really, really good defensive play there from Alistair Johnston. I think that would have had a good opportunity to go in the net. Drop a like, guys, for Alistair Johnston. If you haven't done so yet, the man just saved us a goal. I want to see the replay there. From my eyes, that was a good little cross. And it looked like there was a really good opportunity there, but we hit hard on the counter. Now we got a corner kick coming up. Alphonso Davies hasn't been, in my eyes, the best at delivering corners. We'll see if he can get a better delivery today. It's another poor one. He's got another chance. I'd prefer, yeah, and good for Davies, man. Good for Davies. I know Davies wants to take him, but I don't think Alfonso's strength is from set pieces. I don't. I haven't seen a ton of set pieces from Miller. He's done one earlier in the game. It looked like a better delivery. So, and just like that, Davies recognized it. Miller's to take. Let's see how his corner looks. Much better. Defended well, though. And falls to Jonathan Osorio. Football versus soccer. I wish the globe at large would just go with soccer. It would make things so much more straightforward. You never know. Literally. There's another sport called football, so just call it soccer. But no. My European viewers do not like that. But I think that would win in the back net, man. That was a huge, huge opportunity from Jamaica, which really good defending and another good defensive piece there from Atakubi, who even won himself a throw. Took me a second to realize he wasn't talking about the country. Who's that? Was that me? Turkey isn't good. Hot take. Don't agree? More people watch it and call it football. Yeah, football is the most popular sport in the world. I think it's just stupid that also, I mean, the American football should be called something else. You don't even use your foot. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It's annoying. Especially in Canada. When you say football in Canada, which I don't think a lot of people like from around the world realize, when you say football in Canada, people think you're talking about like American football. You have to say soccer to think you're talking about this sport. That's just for most, at least where I'm from. I'm not saying that's from everywhere. I mostly try to call it football. But if I'm talking to friends, I'm talking to family, and I call it football, they just don't know what I'm talking about. They assume I'm talking about like the NFL. And it's just annoying, but I digress. Football is played with a soccer ball. Daniel Henry does well. There's Jonathan Osorio. I'd like to see him get a little bit more involved as he picks out a nice pass to Liam Miller, who runs into a few bodies. Anyone think that Jonathan Osorio's future could be away from TFC? Heard a couple rumors potentially calling for Mexican clubs to take a look at Jonathan Osorio. Just curious to see if any TFC fans in there, anyone has a take on Osorio's future. Be very curious to see. I hope Osorio stays in TFC. Playing for Toronto, my local team. Playing for the national team. And usually, honestly, playing very well for the national team. But we're on the 41 minutes. And it's been honestly a pretty even game so far. Cornelius does well there. Alistair Johnston as well. No foul given. Oh, no, that was Piet. Mark Anthony Kay. For what I've seen, the defending has been stellar so far. Football equals football. Wrestling ball. Wrestling plus ball. Rest ball. Rugby. Yeah. But yeah, I think we put in a decent defensive performance. That is Cornelius, who's down right now. Henry's helping him up. But I thought the back fours looked really good. Cornelius looks strong, looks honestly like he's been around the national team for a long, long time. He got fouled there from the back, though, a little bit. But let's see if we can get a late one here, as Cornelius once again goes long. Atakubi did well to keep that in, and then turned over. Nice ball to Jonathan David. Aha! So poor touch there, and Atakubi took advantage of it. Would have been so nice to get one just before half there. But it almost looked like David gave up and just let it go out for a corner. Mark Anthony Kay goes deep to Daniel Henry. Really poor to find Jonathan Osorio. And Henry lets it go out again. Josh, with Newcastle United getting such a big investment from the Saudis, they will emerge as the next big English team in the next few years to start challenge the Premier League and the Champions League. Could be if it's similar. It doesn't. I mean, the financial fair play and rules. It's going to take a little bit longer than I think some people may think. But yeah, there's no doubt money will be there. Davies with another average corner. I don't like him on corner. I don't like him on corner kick duty. Look at Samuel Piet. Does well. Does well from Samuel Piet. Coming back on the defensive side of things. Is anyone watching the U.S. game as well? Curious to see how that match is going. Seeing how Panama is doing. Because, again, a few scorelines today. It'd be nice if they could go our way. Whether Canada can grab 3 points from this match or not. Our corners are kind of underwhelming. They are. Osorio does well there. I don't know. I don't think Davies' strengths are his set pieces. It's a deep cross and out for a throw. What channel is the U.S. game on? I don't know. I'm not personally watching the U.S. game. I thought One Soccer carried it. Does anybody know? Does One Soccer carry the other matches? We're tying Panama. Yeet Eat's doing here. Yeet Eat, how are you guys playing? As underwhelming as Canada is so far? This is a pretty CONCACAF like game so far. But a foul will come in there. There's 2 additional minutes added on. Nice little ball. It's sloppy there from Henry. But it finds Mark Anthony Kay. Can Davies get there? Oh. I mean, I don't... We got someone trolling in the chat. Patrick Shit goal. There's a bullet, eh? I mean, I don't like the Saudi Qatar owners due to the abuse. Yeah. Most probably don't. If you watch the US and Panama, they're always illegal streams. Well, wasn't One Soccer like don't they have other games available? Like, I thought the Mexico game I saw in there, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, someone in the chat said it was a Patrick Schick type goal for Canada. He was trolling. Canada has not scored. I would have liked to believe him, but he got my hopes up for nothing. We've been bad too. Hopefully the sub's running. Yeah, we'll at halftime we'll take a look to see who could potentially come on for us. Let me know what you guys think, guys. Going into halftime, what substitutions would you guys make? If he comments on a goal again, I will ban him. But there's halftime, guys. There's halftime. Sportsnet might have it. All right. Let's break this thing down, guys. Let's break this thing down. How was that? Because I don't know, man. I don't know. I say that was a pretty poor showing from Canada. A little stubborn. I would ban him. I put him in a timeout. But yeah, that's halftime. Let's take a look at the stats. See how we're doing here. Oh, well, those stats are terrible. But we'll bring up the team here. Take a look at the stats for the match. Let's take a look. So Canada's been dominating possession. Possession 61-39. Shots are 4-3 for Jamaica. Chances created are 3-2 for Jamaica. Passes 157-85 for Canada. Shots on target are 0-0. So I don't know, man. It's one of those kind of games that I think Canada's gonna have to dig deep. They're gonna have to find an outlet from somewhere, somehow. Because Jamaica, like I said, to their defense, I thought they played pretty well. They created some chances. The best chance fell to Jamaica. Alistair Johnson saving a goal from Nicholson. But let's take a look at the bench today, guys. Obviously, Brim comes to mind as a striker. More than likely, I don't think we're going to see him. Hoylett, Watherspoon, Schaffelberg, Fraser, Eustachio, Girard. And that's about it. Let me know what you guys would do at halftime if you would make any subs. I'm trying to look at the starting 11 because I think the back four played great. Johnson had a good and saved the goal. Henry's been solid, good tackles. I thought Cornelius looked good out there. Atakubi as well. I mean, Samu Piet is on a yellow. I think an obvious substitution would be probably to bring on Eustachio at some point for Piet. And then I don't know. I thought Miller looked okay. I don't know how the legs... David's been kind of poor. Osorio's been kind of quiet. Maybe you look to bring on Hoylett, playing him as a cam for Osorio. Maybe bring on Schaffelberg for a little bit of speed, a little bit of energy. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what you guys are saying. Hello from Brazil. Hello, my friend. Hopefully you're doing well today. Looks like Brazil and Colombia is going to end 0-0. Venezuela beat Ecuador today. It's a little surprising. They almost beat Brazil as well. Venezuela could have made a real claim there to come back and make a little comeback. But that's a big loss there for Ecuador. And Brazil's been, I'm assuming, probably pretty poor. Bolivia beat Peru as well. Getting a little off topic. But we'll see. We'll see what you guys are saying. Not a great first half. No link up Atakubi and Davies. That is something that I think Richie Larea really brought to Davies' game. Larea playing as a left back, being a right footer, like to go up the pitch, like to get creative, much more of a wing back, more attacking role. So he linked up with Davies well. I think that's a really good point. Atakubi's been pretty defensive for my liking. Davies has been totally irrelevant as he has in the last game or two. Or David, sorry, yes, David. I thought I could say Davies been trying. Miller's looking okay. Not really sure he's ready for the Canadian men's national team. I thought Miller looked okay as well. I thought this was a really good opportunity for him to, like I said, stake a claim. Him and Cornelius were two I was really excited to watch today. I don't think Miller's been bad by any sense. But David's been kind of poor. Get Schaffelberg on. He will be hungry AF. I would bring on Hoylett. Who do you guys take off then for Hoylett? Do you put him up front as kind of a false nine, and take off David, or do you take off Osorio and let him play as a cam, or do you take off Miller and let him play out wide? Because when I've seen Hoylett play out wide for Canada, I think the speed has been a huge issue. I just think, and maybe it's because I'm used to watching Tejan and Davies run down the flanks, and Hoylett's pace just to me was just different. But if you guys are excited though, and you are just tuning into the Watchalong, guys, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub if you guys are new. And if you are new around here, be sure to say hello and give your thoughts on the opening half. Because I do think a substitution needs to be made. I doubt Herdman is going to make it right away. But I do think that some shakeup has to happen here. We had an excellent point made with the Atakubi and Davies mix-up. I don't know if he'd want to toss on ZVG at left back and allow him to get up the pitch a little bit more. That's an outside kind of shout. I would take off Samuel Piet because of the yellow and maybe try to get on Eustachio or maybe switch it up to like a 4-4-2, which we could do. If you took off Samuel Piet for Hoylett, you could go to a 4-4-2, Osorio, K as your two center mids, Miller, Davies on the right and left mid, and then Hoylett and David up front. Seems unlikely, but that is something that we could look to do. Yo, this U.S. men's national team lineup sucks. We need a new coach. Hoylett for Miller? It could be. I mean, I didn't have an issue with Miller's performance. I thought he was fine. I mean, I thought David was the one who, in my eyes, maybe needs to be plucked. I'm not sure. I just don't know how I like Hoylett playing in a 4-2-3-1 as a lone striker. I feel like if we played like a 4-3-3, something like that, he'd be a little bit more influential playing as a false nine. Angie says not so great so far, and she's spot on. I'd try putting on Brim. Ugh, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. I don't know how much I trust Brim to go up there and lead the line. Looking at it, like, and this is just my opinion, and maybe there's a shout for that. He's our only recognized number 9 on the pitch. ZBG could maybe come on, like I said, if you're looking to get Atakubi off and get a little bit more attacking power and try to replicate Larea. Eustachio could come on. I don't know if he will. Schaffelberg, Walderspoon, Hoylett, and then I guess if you wanted to go Brim, but I don't see Brim coming on anytime soon. Hoylett or Schaffelberg. Yeah, I miss Larea. I do too, and I think Larea's performance kind of gets underappreciated sometime, but you see how fun he is in the offensive side of things when he gets up and he jumps in up there with Davies. They're fun to watch. Funnily enough, at least we're doing better than the U.S. Yeah. Canada's tied. You can see it. Jamaica needs a win. Yeah, Jamaica, and like I said, to Jamaica's defense, they've played well. They've played organized. They've looked a lot better than they did in the U.S. match, that's for sure. Maybe Hoylett for David. That's one that I think realistically could be made. I hope Canada wins. I hope Canada wins as well. Our lineup is just straight ass. Craig, which is now poached. Are either Laren or Cavallini going to be ready for Wednesday? I have no idea. I don't think Cavallini will play. I think Laren is up in the air. I really, really doubt we'll see Cavallini. Nor I don't even know if I want to see Cavallini. I don't think with him coming back, the injuries, I don't know how much he's going to offer regardless. I would love to see Laren be back for Panama. Fair enough, but Brim can bring up some intensity, shake things up. Defense would look good, but we're not connecting up front. And you're spot on. You're spot on. We're not connecting up front, and I'm trying to think of a way to get there. And, I mean, the thing about Jonathan David is that he is a goal scorer. He's been quiet for Canada the last few games, and it's surprising because his form for Lille is just so red hot. So maybe you try to replicate that with like Lille playing their 4-4-2. Maybe you get Eustachio on to play alongside Kay in the midfield. You get Hoylett up front to play alongside David. You go to a 4-4-2. I don't know what the right or wrong thing to do is, but David has been very, very quiet. What do you think of Jamaica's play tonight? I thought they played very well. I thought they played a lot better than I was hoping they were going to. They created a couple good chances. Like I said, the best chance in my eyes fell to Shamar Nicholson, and Alistair Johnson just had a really good defensive play. But Jamaica are absolutely in this match, and I don't think Canada's going to make a change at halftime or anything, but I think they're going to have to look to make one sooner than later. I don't think Herdman would take Atakubi off. He hasn't been bad, just not the right fit for this lineup. I would like to see ZBG, though. He scored an absolute peach in qualifying. He did. The reason I was saying the ZBG is, I mean, the idea you said to me was that Larea, again, being a right footer playing left back with a lot more attacking prowess to his game than defensively, likes to get up in the play, which complements Davies. Atakubi, a little bit more defensive awareness than that attacking presence that Larea brings. So ZBG could be a like for like sort of for Larea, which I think could help Davies. That is an option, but I agree it's probably unlikely. You could maybe put on ZBG at right back and allow him to get up the pitch a little bit more instead of Johnston. And then it's interesting, man. It's interesting. I'm just getting home. Quick recap of the first half. How was it? We definitely dominated possession. The goal scoring chances were not really there. We're not really connecting up front. I think David's been pretty much non-existent. Osorio has kind of been poor. Davies trying to get involved as much as he can. Miller as well. I think an excellent point was that Atakubi isn't really replicating Larea, who's those runs that he consistently makes helps with Alphonso Davies. There's been 2 or 3 times Alphonso Davies has had to go on a 1v2. And you're never going to, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to win that battle. I know Alphonso Davies is special, but a couple of times when he was just had no options, no one ran up beside him, and it was a little bit frustrating for him. And Jamaica's playing a lot more compact, a lot more composed than a lot of us thought. Because Lille won't be happy with David playing 3 90-minute games. Plus, he ain't fresh. It's no good for his confidence either. Yep, and that's fair. And I wouldn't be against taking David off. I'm just trying to think. I'm not convinced that Hoylett would be... If we were going to stay in a 4-2-3-1, I think Brim would be better than Hoylett as a striker. If we were to switch up our shape, I think playing with a false 9, Hoylett could do that role pretty well. But yeah, it's been a very scrappy CONCACAF type of match. If only Weah was Canadian. He's been so good with David this form. They have. Man, that North American... That North American connection's definitely been there. I'm low-key stressing. I am too. There is still a ton to play. But yeah, man, I miss Richie Larea. That's a big takeaway for me. Good choice to play Davies in advanced position. Wonderful assist last game. Hope Canada qualifies and kicks some arse in Qatar. Let's go. Much love, my guy. I like the sentiment. But I do think Davies needs a little bit of help in this match. Like I said, playing down that wings, it doesn't seem like he's getting the support he really needs. And maybe you could put Hoylett in at cam and take off Osorio and switch up your shape right there. I'm not 100% sure. Larea could swap with any midfield except for Davies. Would you move Davies inside and bring in Schaffelberg, add more speed, and get Davies down the middle? I don't know about moving Davies. I'm assuming you meant moving back to a wing-back position and then bring on Schaffelberg. They would be nice to see together. A lot of speed. I think an attacking player needs to join Davies. So, whether you want to play him as a wing-back and get Schaffelberg up there, I'm not against it. I think you'd be taking a little bit away from Davies' game. I kind of like the idea of playing ZBG at right back and allowing him to go forward. I just think we're missing something there. I think the overlapping runs and the width on this Canadian team kills. Especially, we showed it in Mexico, and I don't think Jamaica's fullbacks are all that special. So I think this is an opportunity for us to attack that, exploit that. But Atakubi doesn't seem to be the man to go forward. But Atakubi hasn't done anything wrong. He hasn't really put in a wrong foot today. He's been completely fine on the defensive side of the ball. Davies is the best player. Build a team around him. He is, but right now we need someone else, in my eyes, to join him. So whether you switch up shape and go to a back, like I said, go to a back 5, have a wing back, I think that will complement Davies a little bit more in this particular match. Because right now, what's going on up front is not working. Is Buchanan maybe the spark plug of this team? I don't know if I'd say that. Buchanan's had some really good matches, and he's also been quiet a couple of matches, but I think his pace down the right, allowing Davies down the left, it gives you two huge outputs. Some scary outputs with this side. Jamaica is actually playing better than I thought they would, and I absolutely agree with that. I'll subscribe, my guy. I love my fellow Canadian football soccer family. I appreciate it, guys. Welcome to the new subscriber to the channel. For anyone else who hasn't dropped a like or a sub yet and you want to, it's always appreciated. And be sure to comment if you are a new subscriber, and we'll get a nice little shout out like our gentleman joining our Canadian men's national team little family we have here. As second half is getting closer and closer, though. No more of a cam for Davies and sub off Osorio. You're saying put Davies as cam and sub off Osorio? Or play with no more cam? And that's not a bad idea. What I could see us doing... yeah, and I could see us doing this. Switch to a 3-4-3. Put on ZBG for Osorio. And then have him play at right wing back. Allow Adekubi play at left wing back. Allow him at least go up the pitch a little bit more. I just think that those overlapping runs are just so important. And you saw it. You saw David trying to get in on the action with Davies. But Davies is so good at looking at those runs. And a lot of what we create comes from the wings. And you just noticed it a lot more with Larea. But we'll have to see what John Herdman does. We are going to get underway here for the second half. I think part of the problem is that the very small, narrow pitch, not a lot of room for overlapping runs. And that could be an issue because in my eyes, that's one of our biggest strengths. But second half is underway, guys. Let's go, Canada. Let's see if we can get this thing done. Full-on Mexico fan here, but I have to say, love the Canadian team this year and wishing Canada the best of luck. Big shout out to Kevin for the kind words, especially after our nations just went head-to-head. It's always good to see. Yeah, I want to see Canada, Mexico, U.S. all qualify, and then I'm not sure who I want really for fourth. But second half is underway, guys. We got a lot to do. We're sticking with the 4-2-3-1, it looks like. Nice ball. Let's see if the second half looks a little bit better. It is something to Jonathan David's game that, like I said, I mentioned it a little bit earlier. And it's something that I think makes Kyle Aaron so good is the way he drops in and he always wants the ball. I know he's a striker, but he likes having the ball at his feet. He likes putting his strength, bodying players off. His hold-up game is very good. Jonathan David is a different striker, which you'd think that because he's a different striker, they could play well together, but I'm not quite sure what it's been. Oh, nicely done by Alphonso Davies. Really well done. Finds Jonathan David. Oh, good save by Andre Blake. Good chance. Mark Anthony K, that's a foul. Well done. Well done from Alphonso Davies, man. Much, much better. That was completely direct football right there. Running right towards the opposition. Nice little layoff. And again, we found a way to get Jonathan David involved with a little bit of an overlapping run there. Watching Mexico versus Honduras also on YouTube. They streamed the last Canadian game, but they weren't streaming this one. They need to stream all World Cup qualifiers for free on YouTube. Josh, if Canada played Germany international as you support both teams, who would you truly want to win? Canada. I'm Canadian as Canadian as it gets, my man. I'm my grandparents, my great grandparents, my parents, myself, all born in Canada. I'm a very, very Canadian. My biggest background does come from Germany, so when Canada's been poor for most of my life, so watching World Cup, watching Euros, I've always cheered for Germany, and I do obviously like Germany. It's my background, but I'm as Canadian as they come. I agree 100% for this support to get the recognition it deserves and be available on bigger platforms. We got a dangerous free kick coming up, guys. Oh, I don't know who does it take. Man, it sucks not having Eustachio in these kind of positions. I am not convinced with Alphonso Davies taking this on. I kind of hope Liam Miller has something sneaky up of his sleeve. Josh would take Canada over Germany, but Canada versus BVB. Well, good thing we'll never have to know. But I don't know. That's a tough. I mean, it'll never happen. You guys ask me that question all the time. My favorite club in my country, but it's Alphonso Davies to take. Oh, that was closer than it looked. Looked like a decent little effort from Davies. A little unorthodox free kick. Let's take another look. Oh, that looked damn close, man. Much better start, though, from Canada. A couple big chances coming early. That could have caught Andre Blake out. Crépeau comes out, does very well there. Nice ball to Liam Miller. Poor decision. He'll pick Canada for the next 5 years. They seem that they will be at 2 World Cups, and then he'll choose PvP. Ride the hype chain. Hey, to go for the World Cup, these are the kind of games we need to win. It is as open and honest as that. You need to find a way, whether you're playing unbelievable football or not, you need to find a way to get these points. Now, this is Canada's first game where, in my eyes, they haven't really played to their level. I mean, arguably... Oh, Davies. What an opportunity. Off the post. Alphonso Davies. What does he got? He's got to look for the pass, but he does well to get it back still. And he's going alone, and then he's taken down. That's got to be a yellow. Ref! You lost your mind? Some open. Samuel Piet, excuse me. That was some open football right there. Let's take a look at that. Really good delivery. Flicked on. I'm not sure who got the last touch, man. But just like that, whoever got that, it was a really good header. Oh, man. That could have been 1-0. Bobby Reed was right there, too. Cornelius has it. Real eye-opening moment, man. See what Canada can do here. That's poor from Mark Anthony K. Whew, how you Canadians feeling? A little nerve-wracking or what? British Empire's tuning in. British Empire, how you doing, my man? It says, hey, Josh, what's up? Honestly, stressing out a little bit. Jamaica just putting one off the post. 2 biggest chances by far falling to Jamaica. But like I was alluding to earlier, nice ball from Mark Anthony K to find Atakubi. Out. Nope, not out for a goal kick. All right, nope. But yeah, man, what Canada needs to do is find games where they're maybe not at their best, but still find a way to get it done. And so far, they definitely haven't been at their best. And the better chances have fallen to Jamaica, but they are still right in it. And if they can nick something there, Cornelius goes down. Oh, and they give him a dive. Feeling strangely confident that we will get one in this half. I believe in this Canada team. Reminds me, we still played back in the day. Big dog in the Bundesliga. Just here to increase your views and likes. British Empire is a absolute gem. If you guys haven't done so already, be sure to drop a like on the stream. Drop a sub. Let me know how you're feeling, because Patrick says he's feeling strangely confident. But another good ball there can get it in. He can't. I kind of am. And I don't know. I mean, there's a big hype train going around the Canadian men's national team. We've answered the bell every step of the way, except for maybe that little hiccup at BMO against Honduras. But we know it's not easy to go to other away trips in the CONCACAF and get 3 points. But we're going to have to do it. At some point, we're going to have to do it. And especially with this Jamaica side, this seems like the best opportunity to do so. But Jamaica, like I said, to their credit, had come with a much better game plan, have played much better. Oh, Decent little ball there from Martin Mickelson. What's your time? I'm at 52 minutes and 40 seconds. If you guys want to pause the video and link up with me, 52 minutes, 45 seconds. Getting some protein. We'll be back out, still watching. Attaboy, my man. Dangerous, dangerous ball, though, into Shamar Nicholson, who's had a pretty solid game in my opinion. I thought Shamar Nicholson's been very good. Causing problems, making good runs, all that fun stuff. But British Empire becoming a member on the channel. Once again, big shout out to British Empire. Much love, my man. Coming on over here with the support, becoming a member. You gotta appreciate it. How's the US game doing, guys? For anyone who's keeping tabs on that game as well. That's a nice ball, though, from Derek Cornelius. Really well done. Jonathan David. Oh, no, that's Davies. He run out of room. Defended pretty well there. And unfortunately, doesn't go to us. But Derek Cornelius' passing has been something that I've noticed this game. I think he's been a very good passer of the ball coming from the back. Seems like he really enjoys doing it as well. That nice little left foot of his. It's a sloppy touch from Osorio. But let me know, guys, what you guys think. Where or what time would you guys look to make a substitution for Canada tonight? Get some fresh legs. Because, I mean, it's got to worry John Herdman, the thought of maybe taking off Jonathan David or Alphonso Davies. But I'd like to think around the 65th minute mark. I'd assume Herdman may go to the bench depending on what happens. I have no idea what he's going to do. But I have been very impressed with Derek Cornelius, and I know I've been talking about him a lot this match, but I have. I liked his game. Nice little ball. Alistair Johnson. Johnson trying to get up the pitch, which is good to see, but wasn't quite able to have any impact on the play there. Only game someone is winning is the El Salvador and Costa Rica. And that's a shame because the one match that, I mean, I'd rather Costa Rica win or end in a draw. The other matches, I want Mexico to win, I want the US to win, and I want us to win. But Jamaica is holding their own, man. I'd love to see the intensity increase. They can beat this Jamaica team. I agree, man. I agree. They got to exploit that space. Cornelius has done very well, as is Mark Anthony Kay, finding pockets today, finding roaming players. But like I said, going back to Kyle Larin, he's so good at dropping deep, creating space for himself, and Jonathan David just hasn't really been able to do that. But they have found space. Cornelius is passing, as well as Henry's, who makes another good pass there to Jonathan David, who just dropped in there, which is nice to see, and a nice little ball from Samuel Piet to Samuel Adekubi. And this is where some of the possession is going to have to be a little direct, and it's what Davies is good at doing. Because we've had a lot of possession. It's a terrible ball from Adekubi. A little bit of quality you're missing on that left-hand side. And Herdman does not like it. I wanted Costa Rica and Brazil to win. Would have won $100. Now it's only $2. Costa Rica scored. Perfect. That is perfect. Now I think that puts us back into third place. But Davies is the type of player to take the direct approach. And nicely done there from Derek Cornelius. Very, very good match he's had so far. And Samuel Piet. Oh, well done from Miller to receive that. Battle off Lawrence there. Very well done. Little Liquor. Hey, JJD TV. Canadian in Dubai here. Where can I watch the game? I need a stream. I am not sure, my man. I'm sorry. I'm watching it on One Soccer. It's an app. I don't know if... I mean, you obviously, I don't know if you're willing to pay, but that's what I have. I also have it on Sportsnet. So, being in Canada, but other than that, I do not have a stream for you, my man. Josh, I really feel like Canada, for me, has to win this game to pursue teams just behind you. And I feel you. Like I said, this isn't a real opportunity. We're taking on the team in the octagonal who's struggling the most, who's got the most issues. And yeah, with teams like Panama doing well, causing problems, El Salvador, if they could pull off a victory here, Jamaica, if they win this match, they're right back in the hunt. We've done our statements. Now this is just doing business. This is matches that we need to win. I think we have more than enough on the pitch. We just need to find that outlet, and the chances haven't really been coming. Nothing straightforward. Nothing that looked like a for sure thing. And then another poor ball. Alistair Johnson and Atakubi's deliveries have been very, very poor today. Not what they're known for. Like I said, a little bit better on the defensive side of things. It's where you miss your Richie Lareyas, where you miss your ZBGs. Unless you are physically in Canada, you cannot purchase One Soccer and have it work for you. Believe me, I've tried. I'm just across the BC border. Oh, well, that's a shame, man. Have you ever heard of Portsmouth FC? I have. Is that where you're watching? Or is that a team of yours? Or Panama pose a real threat for third, especially if they draw the U.S. today. Yeah, Panama has been the dark horse. It was nice that they lost last match. Otherwise, they could have been ahead of us. But it's all right. It's all right. We're gonna hopefully be able to create something here. It's gonna be a body check for sure. Mexico has just scored against Honduras. That is good news. That is good news. Costa Rica scoring. Honduras now losing. But yeah, I don't know. I would, like I said, man, if I want to be proactive, and John Herman knows that. It's a good ball, though, from Cornelius to Atakubi, who then finds Davies. Really good run. Liam Miller! Oh! Miller! Oh, no. It was what we were talking about. The overlapping runs. Atakubi finding a way up here. It was on a platter for you, my man. You gotta drill that low. You gotta drill that low. Oh, man. What a save from Andre Blake, but poor finish from it's a better... Oh, it's a poor ball from Davies. Davies, my man, you gotta stop taking corners. I'm sorry. You're not good at them. But that was a huge opportunity. That's much better. Utilizing the wings. It started from a really good ball from Derek Cornelius, who, like I said, his passing today has been incredible. He had a really good ball to find Atakubi, who, again, put it in the space for Alphonso Davies to run in on. He'll do exactly that. And Miller should have finished that. That should be 1-0 for Canada right now. And Panama scored. All right. I don't even know all the scores. So correct me if I'm wrong, guys. So Costa Rica is winning 2-1. Panama is winning 1-0. And Mexico is winning 1-0. But Miller has to score there, man. That's a huge opportunity. Oh, man. That was a big miss. I don't think that's going to do Miller any favors. Hoylett sitting on the bench being like, toss me on, coach. Poor clearance there, though, from Mark Anthony Kay. Shamar Nicholson. Really well done there from Alistair Johnston. And it's a goal kick as well. Very good defending from Alistair Johnson. Little man, but take Miller off. So guys, toss in some subs. What do you guys think? Because I don't know what the right approach is, man. I don't. It's much better from Atakubi. I think switching shape to like a 3-4-3 may be the way to go. In my eyes. Put Atakubi up at wing back. Take off Miller maybe. Put on ZBG. Have wing backs on both sides. Or I guess maybe take off Azorio as well and then put Miller or Hoylett up there. I don't know. But that was another defensive play there. A little bit of A little bit of a corner kick coming up for us to defend. It was an easy goal. It looked like it. He got the technique wrong. I think he saw the open net and he just got excited and he just drilled it. He needed to hit it low. He needed to hit it with a little bit of power, not put it directly where Crepeau can get it, or where Blake can get it. Ronaldo for Miller. Be nice. But there's a corner kick coming up here. Lawrence's deliveries today have been very, very good. Very, very good. Let's see if he does another one. This one's deeper. It's actually quite poor, and it looks like a foul anyways on Mark-Anthony Kaye. It's around that 63rd minute, though. I think it's time to look for some subs. But they're showing the replay of Alistair Johnston's clearance, using a bit of his shoulder there. I don't know if the Jamaican fans were calling for something, or... Mark-Anthony Kaye is down, looks a little tired. But it's right around where I'm expecting maybe that first substitution to come in. Junior Hoylett was born in Jamaica. I don't think he was born in Jamaica. I think he was born in Canada. Was Junior Hoylett not born in Brampton? Pretty sure he was. Marco Bustos. Shamar Nicholson. I know Hoylett has Jamaican in his blood, but nicely done there from Jonathan David. Finds Miller. Nice cut back. Oh, a couple players going down here. Sterling in Jamaica, Hoylett in Brampton. Yeah, okay, I was right. I thought he was born in... why doesn't Bailey play for Jamaica? I have never seen him for them. He played in the Gold Cup for them. But I think there's a dispute or something going on with his availability. I don't know. No, it's well known in the UK that he faked his birth certificate. Well, I don't know anything on that. But Sterling grew up in Jamaica. Don't believe Google. I don't know. I haven't seen any hard evidence that he's born in Jamaica. Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. Interesting though. I didn't hear that. Come on, Canada, the only team that or hasn't scored a goal. I can't believe the US is losing, man. But 65th minute. A massive chance. Arguably, I don't know. It's one of the better chances of the game. Miller should have scored there, but, Shamar Nicholson had a really good chance. They hit the post as well. So, two massive chances fell to Jamaica this match. And, well done from Piet. And draws a foul. But one huge, huge chance just fell to Canada. He just didn't take it. Who's the better team? Canada's the better team right now, like on paper. They've dominated possession. They've just haven't clicked up front, but it looks like something could be in the off now, man. But let's see. 66 minutes in, Canada's dominating possession. The chances are starting to fall a little bit more our way. I like to see Atakubi pushing up the pitch. That's what I'm noticing a little bit. We were talking about those overlapping runs, and we were talking about Jonathan David dropping in to receive the ball, and a little bit is happening both ways. We've seen Jonathan David kind of drifting around, coming in for passes, trying to get a little bit more involved. And we're seeing Atakubi fly up the pitch. Sterling was born in Jamaica. He moved to England when he was a child. Big up Sterling. He helped his mom clean bathrooms when he was young. Ooh. Sterling is class. Nice little ball. They're not counting it. Come on, Canada, guys. 67th minute then. And two substitutions are here. Eustachio and Wotherspoon. So who do I'm assuming Piet's going to come off for Eustachio. Piet is on the yellow. So it just makes sense. For Wotherspoon, I'm assuming maybe Osorio. He's been kind of quiet. I can't imagine where else Wotherspoon's going to play. He's going to play in the hole. He's going to play as the 10. Osorio hasn't had the influence I really would have liked, so I'm all for seeing Wotherspoon come on the pitch tonight, guys. So that's my guess. Eustachio for Piet, maybe Mark-Anthony Kaye, depending on his fitness, and then that's tough. And then Wotherspoon for Osorio. But we'll see. Maybe Herman's looking to switch up shape. But I like it. I like the substitutions. David's really adapted to the game and is looking better. When he goes on long spurts without the ball, he just tends to get quieter and quieter. It's something that I'd like to see him add to his game. Just being able to drop deep a little bit more. Find a way to get involved, and he's done that. And he just drew a foul. Do you know if Holland will be back for our next game? I'm thinking so. So it's Miller for Wotherspoon. Very interesting. And Eustachio for Kaye. So Mark-Anthony Kaye, who, as you guys know, played last match. So I don't like that Piet's on a yellow. But regardless, Eustachio comes in for Mark-Anthony Kaye. It's a good substitution. And Wotherspoon comes on for Miller. I'm curious to see the shape we're gonna go to here. I have no idea what shape we're gonna go to. The substitution board is straight out of the 80s. Yeah, that was something else. Doing the classic little flip. I'm curious to see if Wotherspoon or Osorio. I'd assume Osorio would probably go out on the right with Wotherspoon playing in the hole in the 4-2-3-1. But Davies with another free kick. He's got to stop taking free kicks. Alphonse, we love you, my man. We love you. But your specialty is not set pieces. Especially with Eustachio just going on the field. I have not been impressed with our boys' distribution today from set pieces. I don't think that's Alfonso's strength. Still possible for Tomori to commit to us, right? It is not. It is not. Tomori has just played for England in the last match, so Tomori will officially never play for Canada. So we can stop theorizing about it. It's done. It's over. And Eustachio just fluffed one for no reason. And then draws a foul. Steph. Josh, who would you suggest is Canada's best for set pieces? Eustachio, and it's probably not even close. Hoylett can take him as well. Which is why I was curious to see who's going to take the set pieces when both the players weren't on. Eustachio does usually take him. We've seen Eustachio score a free kick. We've seen him mostly take our corners. I just don't think it's the strength of Davies' game. Granted, his last free kick was decently close, but all in all, I don't know. For free kicks, Eustachio 100%. Oh, can David get there? He can't. And then for corners, Eustachio or Hoylett. That's who I think. Let me know if you guys agree. Who do you guys think should be taking set pieces? I just don't think it's... We all love Davies. We love everything he brings, but his strength are not in set piece distributions. They're not. It's a Eustachio thing. No, but he's 23 and has under 3 caps. He's not going to play now. He just got called up to England. He just played again. He's not going to play. Even if he was, it would be 3 years since his last appearance. So now if he was to play for Canada, somehow he's able to, it wouldn't be until 2024. So no, he's never going to play for Canada. Tomori is out. So now we see the rise of Derek Cornelius, guys. We see the rise of Derek Cornelius. Now Eustachio. Speaking of the man, look at the distribution. How was it? It was poor this time. But he's not afraid. He's not afraid to play out from the back. This is bad, very bad. This should have been our easiest game at the octagonal, and we're blowing a huge opportunity. Amazing soccer game, bro. Hey, the game's not over. There's at least 20 to play, guys. At least 20 to play. See what Wotherspoon can do here. It's deep. 3 points. I do agree, man. With Panama getting a win over the U.S. Good chance there. Just joining the stream. How are the boys looking? I mean, Adam, it's one of those games. I mean, possession's on our side. Chances are starting to come, but there's just been some dysfunction with the front four. And the chances haven't really came, especially in the first half. They're starting to come a little bit more now. Miller missed a massive, massive opportunity. When I'm talking opportunity, I'm talking literally an empty net. He ended up waiting. He scuffed it and put it right at Blake instead of hitting it low, hitting it with pace. And Jamaica's played pretty well today. Pretty well organized. A simple 4-4-2. They've had two chances that were arguably better. They put one off the post, and they had a pretty much an open net as well, but a really good defensive block from Alistair Johnson. Jamal Lowe has just come on as well, another dangerous player for Jamaica. But I don't know. It hasn't been the best performance, but we're still in it. It's 0-0. There's about 15-ish to go. And hopefully we can find a way to get one in the back of the net. We just had a chance. Atakubi had a decent little ball in there. I think Steph got to it. Yeah, Eusakio did get to it, but just wide of the net. If we scored just one of these chances, man. Yeah, it's where we miss Kyle Laren as well. A goal scorer. But this is the type of match we need to win to stake a claim for top 3. And when I say that, this is a scrappy little CONCACAF match, and especially a CONCACAF away match. We're against a team that's been struggling, a team that's kind of been all over the place. I know they've played well today, but this has got to be one of the games where when you're not on top form, you still find a way to get it done. And I'm going to say Canada was not on top form tonight, but 15 to go, 0-0, there's a chance. The door is open, and we're just going to have to see if Canada can take it. And if they can, the mindset changes. It goes to the narrative of Canada did it scrappy. Canada found an opportunity. They found a way through. But if it goes as a draw, we're 1-4 then. 1 win, 4 draws, 0 losses. Then the narrative goes to, can they get the 3 points when it matters? So we're going to have to see, man. There's 15 to play. 2 substitutions have happened. I'd like to see Hoylett or Schaffelberg come on at some point. Probably for Osorio. Move Wotherspoon in the hole. But we also have to defend here. Make sure that we don't give up the goal. Sid says, go Canada, go. To be fair, Jamaica also drew with Mexico, so it's not a total loss. It's not. It's not a total loss. It's not the end of the world, especially if we can get... But then it almost requires us to get a win against Panama at home, which isn't impossible, but they're winning... They're winning against the U.S. right now, man. Like, this is some of the hard parts about away matches in the CONCACAF. And once again, fouls given, opportunity for Jamaica from a set piece, and as I've said so many times in this stream, Lawrence has been incredible with his deliveries today. So let's see how Canada can defend this one. And if you guys are just tuning in as well, guys, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub, and let me know what you guys think about the last 15 here. Who's going to take it? But Lawrence goes right at goal there, and Crepeau finds a way. What places make it through? Top 3 automatically qualify, and 4th goes into the interconfederational playoffs. So, ideally, we want to stay away from that. We want top 3. And the way that, we've been playing so far, taking points off Mexico and the U.S. away, the door's open. But these are the kind of matches you really want to win. Really state a claim. But there's Steph. Nice little ball to Jonathan David. Really good ball to Alphonso Davies. But no one in the box. 4 or 5 yellow shirts in the box. No one to support Alphonso. Who then finds Atakubi. How's his ball? It's not a bad look. Yeah, your commentator's curse. Hey, I'm fine with it. That's the curse that you want to see, man. That's the curse that you want to see. Hopefully Canada win this match with that little fired up JJD TV. I'm hoping so too, man. Hoping so too. I'm curious to see if Hoylett does come on, because I'm expecting Herdman to go for the win, and that's a nice little leave there for Eusakio, who you want to delivering the ball. But no one there. We have to win this crap. Banana Studio. Pull this off together, Canada. Let's see some Canadian flags in the chat. Show some Canucks some love. Nice move there from Wotherspoon. I agree, man. We gotta pull this puppy off. We're dominating in possession. I'm assuming some more chances hopefully will come. Cornelius with quite the run into the moon. Derek, you've had a good game, but that's not what you should be doing from 35 yards out. I feel like he needs to switch something around. I agree. Whether he goes to a 4-4-2 or he goes to a 3-4-3. That's what I'd like to see. But I see some Canadian flags popping in. My boy Paul comes in there with some milk bags. But yeah, man, I don't know. I want to see something a little bit different in the last 10 or so. And Herman's usually good at switching up the shape, switching up the system, finding something that works. And I don't know why Steph's the furthest man up the pitch. I need my money. Yeah, who placed the bet on Canada today? Hopefully they'll come good. Come on, boys. Azorio. Yeah, that's what I would do. I mean, my next substitution, if he's not going to switch up the shape, I would bring on Schaffelberg or Hoylett. I would move Wotherspoon to the middle. Oh, Atakubi. Attaboy. Attaboy. Samuel Atakubi. Loonies and Toonies. Herman stressing right out. And I'm honestly surprised. He's someone who loves changing his shape so much. He does it all the time. All the time. You see him switch on the fly. Defending in a 4-4-2. Attacking in a 3-4-3. You see him in a 4-2-3-1. You see him in a 3-5-2. He is that kind of guy. And I think this game kind of called for it. But looks like Andre Blake just picked up a yellow for cranking Cornelius, who I thought has had a really good game. Only wrong thing I think he's done tonight is taking a shot from 35. Especially when I've complimented his passing so well. I thought he should have picked out Davies or someone on the wing. I don't know how to do the flag. Hey, Toonies and Loonies is good enough, my man. But Bobby comes in with the JJD. Do you think Canada will make the World Cup? I think that they're favorites for a top 3 spot at the moment. Oh, that's a tough foul. No, Piet. It's not where you want to turn it over. Oh. Very, very poor turnover from Samuel Piet. You could argue it could have been a foul. Kind of a body check, but I mean, ref let it go in a dangerous opportunity there from about 20-ish something. That was not far away from smashing the back of the net. It was a decent hit from Roof. That was a bullet. That would have been ugly, man. Canada needs a serious midfielder, a number 10 playmaker. Everything else is okay for me. And I think that's why we haven't played in a 4-2-3-1. Because I mean, Azorio and Wotherspoon for me are two 10s. I think Hoylett can maybe play there as well, especially with his speed decreasing. But yeah, they're not prim and proper number 10s. We like I said, we've mostly seen a 4-4-2. We've seen a 3-4-3. We've seen a 3-5-2. I know the 3-5-2 kind of allows Azorio to play sort of attacking, but it's a 4-2-3-1. When you play in this system, it's a proper 10. And Azorio had a really good game against Mexico. It's poor from Henry. But Cornelius does so well. Attaboy. Very, very well done from Derek Cornelius, who, again, I keep saying it, man, I've been very impressed about. But there's Steph. 81 minutes. I'd like to see another substitution coming on here. Davies and David looking to start all 3. I think Herman has to go. Not has to go. I think Herman has to go and get another substitution in there. Because no way, I don't think now Davies or David start in the Panama match. Panama, no, arguably I think we want U.S. to win, man. I think U.S., Mexico, and us should be the top 3 spots. And if Panama's going and taking 3 points off the U.S., it just makes it more congested around that 4th, 3rd, and 5th spot. So I would have preferred U.S. to win tonight. This draw is almost a disaster. Oh, that's nicely done from Osorio. But they just haven't been clicking tonight. Jamal Lowe gonna fall very soon. Nope, but punts it right back to Osorio. Just not finding the space. But I wouldn't say a draw is a disaster. Like I said, if we get a draw tonight, it just means we have to win against Panama. That is what it is. We have to win against Panama. But Davies going on a little tear here. David. But he wins it back. Well done. All right. Throw on ZBG, man. Alistair Johnson cannot cross a ball tonight. Cannot cross a ball tonight. And when we have so much possession like we do, you need players who can do a little bit better than that. Ugh. That's where ZBG, that's where Richie Laray, that's where these type of players come in handy. Alistair Johnson, in my eyes right now, is phenomenal playing as an outside right center back, one of our most consistent and best players. But going forward, and it's showing in this match, because when we don't have Larea, when we don't have those real attack-minded fullbacks, Johnson's trying to get up in the air, and the quality of ball just isn't there for him. It just isn't there. Panama scored. Panama scored again? Yeah, the crosses have been garbage. Yeah, the fullbacks. I mean, Atakubi had a couple okay ones, but they're not high quality ones. I'd have tossed on ZBG by now. Like I said, if he's not willing to switch up shape, I would have tossed him. I would have tossed him in at right back, and that would have allowed Alistair Johnson to get some rest as well. But this is starting to get a little bit frustrating here. What's Henry gonna do? Ho, ho, ho. Very well done. The bicycle kick from Daniel Henry. I didn't know he had it in him. But Osorio, it's a tough challenge there. Now it's time for mentality. Yeah? Yeah, I agree with you. Mentality is going to have to come into play. Winning games dirty is how you do it. It's how you get it done. Wish Miller would have took that chance. But Jamaica, towards the last few minutes here, are getting a little bit more on the ball, which is not really what you want to see. That's very well done there from Derek Cornelius. And there we go. We found Davies. How's his legs? How's his cross? He does so well. Davies! Oh, fall, my man. Fall, it's CONCACAF. Put the ref in an awkward position. And just like Roof did. That's what you want. Panama and Mexico are the top teams. In the standings right now, Panama, man, those dark horses. Andre Blake having his TPs take his kick like your second high school team goalie. Yeah, a little strange. You don't see that too much. Deep ball coming in. Cornelius is on it to Kripo. Not sure what happened there. I don't know if did everything just go black. I hope not. No, I guess not. I was looking at YouTube and all of a sudden it just went black. I thought I lost you guys. Crepeau. I don't like that Herman's not going to the bench though. Davies wins the throw. No more movement. 0-0. Come on, boys. Come on. Canada can't beat Jamaica. What a joke. It wouldn't be a good scoreline, man. It wouldn't. 1-4 is not super ideal. And Samuel Piet, would you stop losing the ball there? Pass the ball. There you go. Found Witherspoon. But like the point was made, Jamaica drew Mexico as well. But they had an awful performance against the US. And they have a corner kick coming up now. Mexico versus Honduras is a hot game. Going on halftime soon. What are the scores in the other matches, guys? If someone wouldn't mind popping them into the chat. We have a corner coming up for Jamaica. Lawrence once again. Deep, deep ball. And poor. You ain't responding to any of my comments. What was your last comment? What would you rather call this sport? Soccer or football? I don't have a preference. I grew up in North America, so I called it soccer my whole life. But yeah, I don't know. I literally call it both. But there is 2 substitutions coming right now. Little late for my liking, to be honest. It's Frazier for Atakubi, or Schaffelberg for Atakubi, and then I was wrong about Mexico, Jamaica. They drew in the Gold Cup. Brim comes on as well. Is that a triple substitution? Who else came on there? So, I'm saying Tajon Buchanan, but no, it's not Buchanan. It's Schaffelberg for Atakubi, which is good. Excited to see the young man out there. Brim came on for Jonathan David. Is Davies taken off as well? Was Davies taken off? And Frazier for Davies, I guess. And there's Brim. Excellent. Oh, very weird substitutions for John Herdman, man. I don't get it. Why would you take Davies off? Especially, if you're going to play him for this long, I don't get that at all, man. I say we're now defending. Schaffelberg, I'm assuming, is playing as the left back, I guess. Oh, no, Davies isn't off. Davies is not off. He's playing left back. Okay, I was super confused. I didn't see they didn't show the scoreboard who was off, but Davies is playing at left back. Schaffelberg came on. Frazier came on. So I think Piet came off. I think it was Frazier for Piet, a straight swap. Schaffelberg for Atakubi. Davies went back to left back. Schaffelberg's up front. And then Brim for David. All right. And there's 3 additional minutes added on with that beautiful scoreboard. Better now than never. Brim was my choice. But yes, this timing is so weird. Jonathan David had a really poor game, though. Very, very quiet. But here's Liam Frazier. I'd prefer to keep it on the deck. And that's kind of why. But Schaffelberg. Oh, we can't take Davies off. Most energetic. He didn't. Davies is still on. But Davies got thrown back to left back right now, guys. With Schaffelberg in front of him. But yeah, Brim, that was a couple minutes ago. That was an atrocious cross or shot or whatever you want to call that. Witherspoon going out for a corner. Here's Eustachio. He better be taking it. 2 minutes to play. But, kudos for Witherspoon going for it. Looked like it could have been an okay shot. It was a good block. But once again, it's Davies taking the set piece. I don't know why. Deep once again. Finds Eustachio. Oh. Poor decision making. Minute 30. We find Alphonso Davies, the man you want it to. Floats it up. Cornelius. What's the point of substituting now? I don't know. Very weird. Usually Herdman's a very proactive manager. I did not like the substitutions. I don't know why Hoylett didn't go on. Schaffelberg I thought came on a little too late. It's just very strange. But there's 50 seconds to go in this match. I'm curious. I haven't looked at the standings yet. I'm going to be curious to see what it looks like after this window. If we win at Panama, or we win against Panama and pick up 2 draws, oh, nice tackle from Cornelius. It's not the worst window. We would be on 10 points, but a draw here against Jamaica requires a victory at home. But nicely done. We got 15 seconds. We see Schaffelberg on the ball. Awful touch from my man. Awful, awful touch. Got a little nervous. Got a little excited with that. And now Jamaica looks to have the last attack. And Crépeau with a big save. It might have been going wide, but I mean, no way Crépeau was going to risk that. One last chance, man. I'd be happy with a draw now. Just get this match over with. But it was a good little hit and a nice save by Crépeau. It would have been close. It was a good hit. And it falls to a final chance. Final corner kick coming up. And it is the man who led to the corner. The TFC lad. Just get one more set piece defending right. Crépeau! And there's a foul in the box. That is the match. Little bit disappointing, guys. A little bit disappointing, man. It's gonna require a victory now. It's gonna require a victory now at home, taking on Panama. I'm gonna take a look at some of the other results. 2-1 Costa Rica, 1-0 Panama against the U.S. So the live table standings right now have us down in 4th. Has Mexico at 1st with 11, U.S. with 8, Panama with 8, and Canada with 7. So Costa Rica getting a victory there. It's very close, man. It's very, very, very close. No disrespect, but Canada to not win against Jamaica is surprising. Yeah. Sorry that game was crap. Awful result. No way around it. It was a disappointment. The performance was the worst thing, guys. But I really appreciate you guys tuning out with me here for the match watch along. If you would be so kind on your way out, guys, to drop a like, drop a sub as well. I appreciate it. It was a fun watch along with you guys in the chat, but man, it was a bitter result. It was a bitter result. I'm curious to see what our lineup is going to look like back home, but it's almost a must-win, similar to the last window. We drew the first 2, had to win against El Salvador. Similar things going on here, guys, but we will have the 5 takeaways video coming up right after this, so I appreciate once again everyone tuning in for this watch-along. It was a lot of fun. Disappointing result and a lot of pressure now on the lads to pick up 3 big points at home against Panama. So thank you guys for tuning in. On your guys' way out, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub, and we will see you in the 5 takeaways.